Yellow! Welcome to my channel where we inspire and love to get inspired. Join me by subscribing and hitting the bell button to get notified for new videos. Today you will learn tips and tricks on how to do your own bangs at home. You will need a comb, clip, thinners, and of course, scissors. I always start with the arc of my eyebrows to measure my section. And I keep playing with it until I get the right amount of hair for my liking. You're not going to get it at your first try, just keep measuring as you go like I'm doing. Then just clip your section to secure the hair in place. I always start by making my first section thinner because it's going to be the section I use for the rest of my cut. It's going to be my reference. Can we take a second and look at this HD lace? Mind you, I don't have a cap or anything under. Still looks realistic. Ugh, I love. So now I'm ready for my first cut. I twist the hair a little because I love to have side frame bangs. I'll show you what I mean later. For my next section, I'm going to cut the same length as my reference. I like to start with longer bangs and work my way up. Trust me, this is from years of experience because you don't want your picture on TikTok talking about With my fingers, I check the length that I want and I go ahead and I cut it. It's a process when you're doing it yourself, so take your time and don't be hard on yourself. As I'm going, I'm point cutting because I don't want it to be perfectly straight. I find point cutting makes it look more natural if bangs could look natural. You have to pat yourself in the back as you're going. This is not as easy as it looks. Now I'm going to keep going at it to get closer to the length I want. I have a great trick on how to make the ends smooth and not feel itchy and annoying. If you've had bangs before, you already know sometimes 10 minutes after you've done it, you're like, why do I have bangs? So I'm using my thinners. Hey, that's the trick. It really helps my ends to be smoother and not bother me. Honestly, you'll notice there's no itch if you use thinners. This is what I meant by my side framing bangs, if that's even a word or a thing. I'm going to cut them so they can blend into the rest of the hair. I still can't properly see, but wait, I got a trick for that too. You're going to section the middle of your bangs. That's our target area because we're going to remove weight and length at the same time. Hey, at the same damn time. I'm still using my thinners because of the texture and I just don't want a harsh line. Using my scissors, I'm going to frame my face. I'm removing a bit more weight on the side frame bangs. Whenever you see there's way too much hair and it just looks heavy, you can just go in there and remove a bit of weight. Now I'm just feathering the side frame bangs to blend it with the rest of my hair. I'm opening the blade of the scissors and I'm not closing it until I'm almost touching my fingers. So when I'm getting out of the hair, I'm closing the blade. For styling, I'll be using BioSilk to protect it from the heat and give the ends a healthy look. This also works on natural hair, especially if you have really damaged hair. A little bit of BioSilk goes a long way, and I mean just a bit. Do you see the drop? Seriously. When you're straightening your bangs, just make sure you do section because you don't want that straightener line. It's not cute, girl. It's just not cute, and we all know what it is. We do. Be really quick when you want a bit of volume. If you do this slow, it will look like the 80s. No, like I mean the bad side of the 80s when the bump was too bumpy, like you had a second forehead. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. Once you style it, you'll notice pieces that you miss, which is super normal. You can just go back and blend that out. You'll also notice parts that you want to add. You can do that too. Now this part is for my coarse hair / wig users. I'm using a hot comb, an old school one, because I find it more effective than the electric one. I just don't find the electric one goes hot enough for me to get that really flat look on the wig. As I was using the hot comb, I find the bangs were a little too thin, so I added more hair. This is what she's looking like so far. Okay, I'll show you the complete look at the end. If you have tips and tricks to help that bangs community to look better, leave it down below. Thank you, and I'll see you on my next video.
I have dreams, and I feel like I have a power to actually make those dreams become a reality.